Like, this is session 8 of the Cuckoo's game. Yes it is. Like, I have I've put in a recap, but for our viewers, let's go ahead and go over that recap. So, recap of sessions 6 and 7. Party arrived in the Underdark, and they do their best to follow the map that was given to them. They walk around, so they find a myconid riding on a large beetle. The myconid leads them to its colony and to Zintek. The party noticed that the myconid are like growing mushrooms, and they just have like a whole farm thing. But for the most part, they don't really pay attention to the Perera family. The guy takes them to Zintek, who, after a very short evaluation of them, just kind of gives them a summary about how they and Mati are like tied into each other. History-wise, party gets hostile. I'm pretty sure someone threw a threat at it, something like that.
Probably.
I think we mostly just asked what its name was because we didn't know. Oh, I should say
We
Taka.
tried to communicate with it a little bit. Attempts were made.
Attempts were made.
For some reason, it got kind of annoyed and was like, "Okay, well, I'm done with this."
I think it was because we were touching all of its shit.
Maybe, possibly. I genuinely don't remember. It's been like a month. But yeah, party kind of gets on Mike and its nerves.
Mike and his nerves. Now we walked into a room and that motherfucker shot us. Fuck him.
I'm recapping 6 and 7. So in session 6, yeah, it's like Zintek left. It told some of its subjects to go ahead and attack you guys.
It's basically like, follow me if you dare.
Yeah, you guys had a whole fight with several Mike and Ed. I think I had you guys go against like 12 or something
12.
like that.
Yeah, it was like
12 sounds right.
Yeah, some ridiculous number. I had you guys going against. Like, I've just been jumping the party, and honestly, they're fantastic, so I'm not even worried about it. But yeah, it's like party goes, they fight off all the myconid, they decide that they're gonna take a rest. During that time, Tulio takes a side trip.
to the Rizzoff.
Yeah, that's a whole side adventure, which you gotta go to
Space.
Or I guess you gotta go to Bun's page, because I didn't
That
save
shit's
that
gone,
VOD.
man.
Yeah, I did not
bro.
save that VOD.
It's somewhere in my shit, yeah.
Okay,
it might still be up.
90 days already. This shit's gone.
No, if you highlight it, you can save it.
Oh, if you highlight it.
I did not. I forgot.
I also have like most of the videos just saved to my shit anyway.
It does. It's like she is great at keeping all the videos and whatnot. Yeah. He is the password and record keeper.
Long story short, he got third place, he got a neat ring.
Yeah. Julia comes back, the party's like, alright, cool, we've rested. Let's go ahead and, let's go get that rosary, because that's the whole reason that they're here, in the Underdark. They leave. It's like Mike and Ed are still ignoring them for the most part. They go to Zintek's tower. Big, spooky tower, like, in the middle of,
A never-ending
Underdark
line of
forest.
tree foresty thingies.
Yeah. They enter the tower. Tower is pretty much empty. They enter a room where they sense Zintek is. Zintek immediately fireballs them.
Attempts to. I think he only succeeded on what? 2? One of them?
Hit 2. Or it hit 2, yeah.
Taka and
Raimundo, I think.
Mundo got hit.
Party and Zintek mince a couple words. Like, they go ahead and they fight. Zintek just immediately goes full form. Turns out it's a thing called a Molder Hulk, which is really just giant fucking mushroom.
Buff ass mushroom, yes.
Big ass mushroom with poison claw. Or no, not poison claw. It had death thingy, I think. Whatever. Either way, big old mushroom. Yeah, party did a fantastic job. It's like, killed it. Questioned it. It gave a really cryptic warning about the other witches and pointed them in the general direction of where the rosary is. Risys goes, finds the room that the rosary's in, and it's encased in this like egg-like force field that's got a bunch of like runes and stuff written on it.
Can't break it,
Looking
can't
at the
read it,
runes.
attempted to throw up on it.
Wanted to throw up on it. DM was like, "Hey, this is God saying please don't."
Had a feeling come over me that said maybe I shouldn't. Called Raimundo.
The gods were like, "Hey, real quick." Raimundo happens to be able to read
Deep speech.
deep speech. And so he comes over, looks at it, and is like, "Oh, okay, this is a spell, and it can only be broken with a very specific password, and that is where the session will begin." Questions, comments, concerns?
The stuff for Oho.
Yeah, did you get
Forgot all
Oho
about
stuff?
that. No, I forgot all about it.
Well, you could
Right.
probably try to pull that up for while we're role-playing. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that website no longer exists because I
Damn.
cannot. Yeah, I was like looking around for a while, like a couple days, and then I got like distracted by other stuff. So, yeah, I may have to just homebrew. Oh, but yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns?
Nope, but my first comment on the whole, like, say the password or the specific word for the thing is Risys is just gonna go up to him and go, "Is it password?"
That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be absolutely hilarious. However, it is not.
It's just password in a different language, right? In deep
For
speech.
password in deep speech, yeah.
I mean,
like,
that
yo,
was essentially what it is
Raimundo.
in fucking.
What's deep speech for password? Gurgle,
Shit,
gurgle,
I don't
snart.
That's essentially what it was in Domain. Like, literally, the original password was abracadabra, and I was like, yeah, no, that's too easy. I'm changing that.
Oh my god.
Funny. It's funny because I never would have guessed abracadabra either.
Oh no, it was the word thing. Like,
It, like,
yeah, like, it
literally
was a
spelled
word
out like
scramble.
abracadabra, and it was just like, there's a lot of letters here. There's a lot of A's and K's.
Right. You know, last I remember, me and Taka were by the corpse of the Myconid still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I believe Oho deserves a snack. And can this be where he discovers the new ring?
Yeah, I mean, that's like in your backpack, so I guess.
Yeah, so I'm just picturing Oho, like his little tentacle comes out with like a ring in it. It's like, Oho, where'd you get this from? And may I inspect it?
Yeah.
What would that be exactly? Just be a normal perception? Or would that be investigation?
It would be investigation, yeah. God, it's been forever since I put that shit in your inventory. Serious ring. There we go.
Hey, 19.
Sick. Yeah, so you pick up this ring, and, or yeah, you take the ring from Oho, and it's, like, really, like, warm. Like, you know, like, it's been sitting out in the sun for a while. Not, like, really hot, but, you know, it's nice. It's comfy. Which is weird, considering, you know, you guys are out here in the Underdark. As you have, you know, this ring out and you're expecting it, you can see that there's kind of just a light around it. Yeah, just like a small light. Well, because it says a 30-foot radius. It's like, I'm pretty sure.
This is dim light.
It also
I'm
says
assuming-
from a point you choose, so I'm going to assume.
Also, we're not in like the largest of rooms right now, so
So it is a light. There is a lovely light. You know, just kind of around it. It's dim. You can sense that, like, you know, if you really wanted to, you could, like, direct it like a spell. Just be like, hey, light over there. And, you know, the light will go there. But, yeah. That you can tell it is a magic ring. You said you rolled a 19, right?
So
you
then I'm
did.
what? Sorry.
As you know, just continuing to look at it and stuff, you can see that there are some initials scratched into the inside of it. There's an L and a W.
L and a W.
Mm.
Can I roll a history check to see if it rings any bells?
Sure.
Dang, I was hoping that was a 9.
You're looking at it, you're thinking real hard. You know, there's a couple, you know, affluent families around whose last name starts with W. None of them in particular come to mind, because I mean, you live in a city full of wizards and sorcerers, so honestly, it could be any of them.
Taka, do the initials LW ring a bell?
What do I gotta roll?
history.
History.
Doing history.
I'm rolling a history.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
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 You're thinking.
Nope. Nope.
Not a clue.
Damn.
Julia just kind of shrugs. He's like, "Yeah, well, thank you, Oho, for the gift." And he just kind of puts it on.
Have a ring. Yay!
She has 2
Well, now you have
rings
2
now.
rings.
And he's just gonna call out to the other 2 and just be like, "What's going on in there?"
I have to solve the puzzle. It's really hard.
You have Mundo. What are you? She's gonna cry about everything.
Just hope she does not throw up on it.
She's already crying. I would rather not get in there.
Mundo, everything okay?
Yes.
That does not sound
I-
very reassuring.
It's just that I don't know the password, and you know I tried yelling password at it, but in deep speech, but that didn't really work.
Try
What
open
was the
sesame.
bug's name?
Enough with the bug.
The thing we just killed.
That was a whole ass fuck. Never mind. Never mind.
What did they call itself again?
It called itself Zintek.
She's gonna try yelling that at it. Zintek!
It called itself Prilosec OCT. I don't know why.
So he yells Intec at it, and nothing happens.
Seriously though, try yelling Prilosec. I'm very curious.
Pearlescent! That's what you said, right?
Yes.
You fools! It is not going to work. It has to be in deep speech.
Oh, Mundo. Yep, probably.
Raimundo, what is the word for open the fuck up?
Let us see here.
That's 4 words.
Hmm.
I'm sure deep speech has like its own thing, but I
Yeah,
just picture
looking up the deep speech translator right now.
Hold on.
I literally just picture
My
the
audio
fucking
went shit.
whale. Yeah, I just picture the whale emo, right?
Oh no, my audio didn't go shit. My
Oh,
headphones
what's up with
died.
the audio? Oh no!
It's like open sesame.
Open the fuck up.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So open the fuck up in deep speech would be well satel, fuck up.
Fuck
Okay.
up.
There's no fuck up. There's no deep speech equivalent to fuck up. It's just still in
absolutely
common.
hilarious. You gotta get real creative with curses, huh?
Fuck up.
Like, did he just curse at me? No.
Oh no, he's
No,
telling you
you-
to have sex with your sister, but it's fine.
What?
No.
Again, you have to get creative with the words, so you have to like use the words that you have.
So you go, you yell, open the fuck up at this thing. Nothing happens.
Perhaps there are more clues around. Can I roll for perception?
Can.
Alright. Let's fucking go.
Noise, nat
Oh
20.
yeah, nat 20. So, you're taking a look around the room, just, absorbing your surroundings. This obvious puzzle is in the middle of what looks to be a library. Well, more like a study, because there's only one bookshelf. Everything else just seems to be like tables, like supplies, a couple beakers here and there. Nothing super interesting, but that one bookshelf does stand out. You go over to it, and you're, just kind of glancing over like the titles and stuff, and you notice that only a couple of books have anything to do with family related things. The rest of it is all, like history of blah blah blah, some mathematics books, a little bit of like science and shit. But yeah.
I'm stealing those. I'm just like, well,
There's
taking
like
that.
3 of them on
This is
horticulture.
taking that.
But yeah, there are only 5 titles in there that have anything to do with family related things.
Well, that is suspicious. Tulio's gonna take out those 5 in particular. And he's just gonna kind of point them out to the rest of the groups. Is like, I have a feeling these will be of use.
Do I throw
So
it at him?
as you're taking out these books, roll me a stress roll.
Oh no.
Is reading stressful for Tulio?
Hell yeah, dude.
Apparently.
Apparently.
If it ain't got books with ladies on it, he don't care.
Now, as you're taking them out, one book in particular just gives you like really just the worst vibes. Like something is definitely fucking wrong with this one book.
17 is what they got.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, so for this one, you are taking curse damage.
Oh man.
It's like sad face. It's like you are taking 4.
Have I been jotting down my curse damage?
It should be in like your notes
It's
somewhere.
in your notes. Yeah. So you are now at a whopping 10.
Yay.
Yeah, as you're, like I said, you took out the book, that one book, like just something's wrong with it. You're looking at it, you're looking at the title, and it says something about the missing sister.
Well, this one made my palms sweaty. And it's about a missing sister. I have a feeling this is the one. Uh, can I like flip through it or what's
Yeah.
the title?
So yeah, you open it and you can see that there's, like a word written in it. It's written in Underdark. I didn't actually write out a password, so for the sake of whatever, like, cool, that's
It's like this must
the
be
past.
it.
Yeah, it's like, cool, you now have that knowledge. Let's go.
He kind of like shows it to Mundo. And he's like, "Can you pronounce these?"
Let us see. He like reads through it. Yeah, so he's able to pronounce it.
What does it say?
We're gonna make you
like-
use your deep speech dictionary that you
I was
have.
gonna say, like,
No.
what?
It's like,
I
you
don't
don't. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah, no, I legit just forgot to write out like a password. I have the order
Okay.
that
I was gonna say,
things
I
are
don't know what
supposed to
I'm
be
supposed to be
in.
reading.
No, that was me. I just like legit forgot. I had a lot of shit this month.
She had the order, just not the details.
Yeah, so you go, you read it, you look back over at the force field, Raimundo, and as you're looking at it, you realize like, oh, this is part of the password. I'll just go ahead and give it to you. You look over like towards, the other books, and most likely the other parts of it are in the books somewhere, in those 5 books. Well, the other 4 books.
Mm-hmm.
As you're also like looking at the force field and just kind of studying it, like you get the impression that like the password needs to be spoken in the right order, or something bad could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Are they in different volumes? Ask me on the character and also to the DM.
So you said that one felt cursed when you touched it? Did all of them feel cursed when you touched it, or just that one?
Mostly this one. As Taka would say, the vibes were off.
What book feels
Ugh.
the next least off?
Sounds cringy when you say it.
And that is what you say, though. You always say the vibes are always off. So this
Yes,
one's
your
vibes
whole
are off.
thing is weird.
Look, touch it. The vibes are off with this one.
I can see him like
That's
trying
a-
to shove the book in Taka's face, just like touch it.
It's like, does it sound stupid when I say it? Because this is exactly how you say it. Let's see. Can I do a perception on the rest of the books? Like, can I see if there's any, like, if they're in any sort of order?
That would be investigation, but yes.
Investigation. Aw. I can't tell what that. Yeah, no, that.
Let me try, big
Nope.
brother. Let me try. I want to try. Let me try.
You have siblings.
Go for it. Try not to touch this one though. This is the weird one.
No touching. Got it. Okay. I got a 16. Did that help any?
So yeah, you go, you try not to touch the one that Tulio said specifically not to touch, and you're looking through the other ones, and you can see, the publishing dates, and yeah, for some reason in your mind you're like, all right, maybe it's in the order of
Like publish?
those dates.
Publications?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take like... Is there like a stick or a broom or like some kind of object that I can use to just like pull the book out and like throw it on the floor?
Motherfucker. I have sound alerts on.
Oh my god.
Who got you? Good job, Saboteur.
Okay, so wait, you're wanting to do what with the stick? Like,
I want to like use the stick to just pull out the books and then try to like
so
rearrange
Tulio
them.
Tulio already like pulled out the books. I'm going to assume he's just holding on to the missing sister book. Because that's the one with, like, you know, the fucked up vibes.
Then I'm just gonna move Tulio around for that instance.
You're like,
Just
go over
asked
here,
him
brother.
to, like... But yeah, like, the other books, like, he didn't get any, like, weird vibes off of those, so...
Well, I'm gonna try to put them in order from... Which is the one that Tulio's holding, like, the oldest or the newest?
So the one Tulio's holding is the newest. You're looking at the titles. There's one that says something or another about a godmother. That one is published the first. The next book that you see that's published next is something about like somebody's dad. It's like the titles aren't super important, so I didn't bother writing them.
Oh, okay.
The third one's something about like a mother, and the fourth one is something about a son.
And then what's the date order? Like, is the son the oldest one or the second youngest?
So the order is godmother, father, mother, son, daughter. Or, well, sister, but...
Same difference.
One more time for me, please.
Got you. Hold
I'm a
on.
visual learner.
I got you. Say less. There you go. In chat. And then...
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay.
There you go.
Suppose we could try. Sorry, I should probably say this out of character. I suppose we could try it like that way first, like first published to the last, most recent.
And then Tulio's holding the sister or the godmother?
He's holding the sister one.
He's holding the sister one, and the sister one feels the most cursed.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could try it from beginning to end.
There you go.
Your sister has bad vibes.
Cool. Okay, so like the words that like okay. So do you think we need to say these in like deep speech, or do you think just saying these words would activate it?
To Raimundo, notice that like with the sister one, the one that had the deep speech written on it, like it wasn't like the part of that password was not part of the title. It was just kind of like scribbled on the front. For the rest of you that are looking at the books, you know, like you've turned it to like, you know, the page where like publication bullshit is on it, like 1907 whatever publishing house, blah blah blah.
Not the 1907.
But yeah, like it's got, you know, all that specific stuff. But nothing's like written on those. But on one of them, like you can see that it's written on like the title page, but it's not in deep speech. It's in fuck are my nose for this?
It's in Spanish.
Spanish? No.
Yeah.
I want
Madre.
everyone to participate. So I made sure.
Is it
Oh, yeah.
Elvish? That'd be cool if it was in Elvish. I think half of us can read and speak Elvish.
Half meaning 2?
Yes.
That is half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, Mundo can speak
Everyone,
Elvish.
everyone.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, Raimundo can speak Elvish, yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, just roll me a d4 real quick, everyone. It's like
Cool.
we'll pick one. Yeah, 4,
I got a 4.
2.
Waiting for Tulio's to pop up. There we go.
6.
My dice has actually been a little bit slow.
So
Just
3,
a
4,
teeny
4, and
tiny
2.
bit. Yeah.
Did you turn off your
Yeah, so
accelerator?
you see the one that's written on the title page. That one is in Elvish.
Hey. I'm just gonna say it's Melon from fucking Lord of the Rings.
It means friend.
It does be friend.
Oh, it do.
Well, my character can speak Elvish, and we're trying to find.
I like how you heard like Lord of the Rings, so it like came out the nerd hole. Like, what is it? What are we doing?
Right now, Destiny's just like, what's up? What are you talking about?
I want to participate. I know, Lords. Felt though, because I do the same shit at work. Just like, what are we talking about? My special interests? I'm listening. So yeah, you have 2 out of the 5.
Woohoo! Oh wait, but it'd have to be in deep speech, wouldn't it? Like, isn't the password in deep speech?
That's what we're trying to figure out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if that one is
The
in
direct-
Elvish, wouldn't we have to figure out the deep speech translation of that word?
So the directions
Uh-huh.
were in deep speech.
Yep.
Mhm.
Raimundo like looked at it and was kind of like, okay, cool, it's a password. Saw that part of the password was on the sister thing. You guys noticed that on one of the other books, it's like the password was in Elvish, or the other part of the password was in Elvish. So it is a multilingual thingamabob.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like,
Oh.
wait, shit, does that mean we have to figure out the deep speech, like, translation to this Elvish
That would be
word?
so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my
That-
god, imagine. I feel like Zintek would. But
I mean,
no, it's
that'd
like
be one hell of a password.
Just
like,
to be
that'd
that
be
extra.
a hell of a password, but no.
That's some, like, put like 5 symbols and like 3 capital letters.
Had to sacrifice a goat.
Yeah. It feels nice in here.
So yeah, you got 3 books in front of you. Password somewhere in them.
I guess I'm gonna look through the other 2 books.
Roll me an investigation. A 12. Yeah, you're fucking, just kind of flipping through. Just kind of like doing that thing where, you're not really like reading any of it. You're just literally just.
I'm going through going, what looks weird,
Flipping-
what looks different, what
You're
looks weird,
flipping
what
through
looks
the
different.
page like over and over, and just kind of like, okay, it's a book. It's a book. At some point, you kind of land on like a page, and you see that there is something scribbled in.
Does she recognize language?
Yeah, hold on, deciding.
I was like, is this goblin or abyssal?
Because she knows abyssal.
I was saying, like, where does that originate from?
It's like demon speech.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For a 12, it's like, yeah, we'll give that to you. You look at it, you see this word, like, scribbled in, and you're like, wait, this looks familiar. Oh, this is Goblin.
Oh shit, I know this one.
Goblin
Found
these
it!
nuts.
Would you like to watch Taka? Is that what you're into?
It's goblin these nuts. Moving on.
Must I mention the vibes again? Hello, dog.
Hello, doggo.
Okay,
I
what
don't
does
know.
the
Yeah.
goblin word
So
say?
we'll bark whenever they want.
No, that is a goblin, right? Somewhere.
It's just a Goblin. Yeah, no, like I said before,
Fuck, microphone. Why are you picking that up?
I didn't get around to actually writing the password, so yeah, you
Oh,
just
okay.
have it.
It's just there.
Cool.
So
It's
we
just
have
there.
You should totally make up a password, though.
The password is these fucking kids. Oh my god.
Like that full sentence. Man, this is one hell of a password. Shit.
Definitely would not have guessed it.
probably not. So we have 1 part in deep speech, we have 2 parts in Elvish, and we have 1 part in Goblin.
1 in deep speech, 1 in Elvish, 1 in Goblin. There's 2 more books in front
Okay,
of you.
1 of each. Okay.
Taka, would you like to give it a try?
The vibes are off on all of them.
Watch that
so
be
he
the
cannot
fucking
read.
password. The vibes are off.
Sad. Taka, would you like to read? I know you have difficulties, reading behind.
This again. Can somebody get this man whore to shut the fuck up for 2 seconds?
Then read the damn book.
No.
Read the book.
No.
We all just start encroaching on his personal space, going, read the book.
Read the book. Read
Read
the
the
book.
Hey, you're such a drama queen. I guess I will try to read one of the other ones. It would be another investigation, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it, that was a 13. A-hole. Now it's a 14.
The 14 is still good.
So yeah, kind of doing the same thing as Risys, just like, flipping through it. Mostly because at this point you're a little irritated with Taka's attitude. I'm like, man, motherfucker. And you stop at, like a page a little closer towards the back, and you see that something is scribbled in. You recognize it as Celestial.
Oh, I know this word.
Okay. Now we just need 1 more. Where's that 5th book at?
Table.
Raimundo, would you like to do the honors, or what do you mean?
I can do it.
I'm gonna kind of push the book over to Ray.
Alright. It's investigation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. I have +0 in investigation, so I probably should not have done this, but we'll
Okay,
see.
go for it.
We believe in
No! No, don't believe in me. It's a lie.
you.
You're like going through this book. You're actually like trying to take your time and read it, but you're actually reading it and reading
Can't
it.
read.
You're like,
It's
oh,
like
wow, this actually
it's a book. About the little bit. Well, I mean, not really a time crunch, but you kind of forgot, like, what it is you're doing because you're just like legit fucking reading the book.
fucking
Oh wow.
I'm gonna like tap on Ray's shoulder, be like, "You find anything yet?"
I found everything. Just in my...
It's fucking Moby Dick or something. It's like, call me Ishmael. Tulio's just gonna like snap his fingers in front of Mundo. He's like, Mundo, like, did you find the password or not?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just got lost within the contents of this book here.
Try again.
It's really good.
Come on, try again. Hey. What?
There you go.
So now that your siblings are kind of like giving you
Motivation
not
to not just
necessarily
actually
the
read
stink
it.
but yeah, they're kind of like like, hey, like focus up. You're like, oh shit, I kind of need to focus, and now you're looking more seriously.
Fucking jingling the keys, right? The jingle, jingle, jingle.
Like, hey, it's like
Jingle jingle.
it's like
Focus.
weapons. I said your favorite word. Pay attention.
Halberd, come on.
I'm gonna keep listening, guys. I need to feed my cats. You're back.
Yeah. So yeah, now you're just you're a lot more focused. You're like, okay, no, like, I'm gonna take this later, but it's like I need to look. As you're looking through, like somewhere in the middle, it's like you see, some words like scribbled in. You're looking at it. You don't know this language, but you've seen it somewhere. As you think on it, it's like you recognize, like, oh, wait, I've seen this because I've seen Taka read this.
We'll be the Taka Whisperer.
Hold on. Can you guys hear me? My bad. Discord's doing a thing.
No,
Yeah,
not
we can
at
hear you
all.
now.
Yeah.
Can now.
All right, my
yes.
fault. Okay.
Your fault.
So yeah. It's like you saw the word, you don't recognize it, you kind of recognize the language, or you remember specifically seeing Taka having like read the said language before.
Read this language before. Okay. Hey, Taka, do you can you read this?
Finally, somebody asked.
Yeah, I remember you reading something similar to this before. Maybe you can make it out.
It's primordial, brother.
Memorial.
Can you not read it?
No.
Can any of you read it?
No.
Shit. Fine. And I gotta roll investigation.
Nah, I mean, like, we already know what language and whatnot it is. Yeah, so you go over, you read it, it's like, you now know that part of the password. For the sake of time and convenience, we'll say you guys put it all, together in what order it needed to be in.
I'm gonna go with Deep Speech, Elvish, Goblin, Celestial, Primordial.
Alright.
Yeah, I straight up, like, did not assign which goes to where either.
I just wrote them down as we came up to them, assuming that we did that in order.
Hell yeah. We'll just assume that's what happened. But yes, you now have the password in what you believe to be the correct order.
We're hoping. So I guess Risys is gonna walk up to the thingy and attempt to do it in the given languages and in common.
Hell yeah. I feel like that'd be a fun performance check.
Performance.
I
It
feel
was a
like that'd be
great
fun.
performance.
Oh no,
Oh
it's
my.
not.
Oh my.
You don't know most of these languages, so I imagine you pronounce them horribly.
Yeah, no, that 5 came all full in on Goblin, and that was it.
You're just like,
You go up to it, you do your best. Like you said, like, you know the goblins, so, you know, you put your all into that. And as you guys are, you know, looking at the thing, you see, like, a part of, you know, the runes that kind of light up. But then, like, you know, after a while of nothing really happening, you know, it kind of fades back to the same sort of glow that the other runes are in.
Well, I fucked
Well.
that up.
Who's next?
I believe it would be best if we did this together.
I don't.
Please, Taka.
What?
Pretty please.
No.
What if I promise to get you?
You wouldn't keep it.
What if I have Raimundo remind me to get you?
A new iPad.
I don't know about a new iPad, but you know, like some snacks, maybe a new book, a new
Raimundo's
game.
in the corner, like, putting the book in his bag.
Like 4 books. Like I stole mine. I'm stealing the rest of his library.
A treat of some kind that you can't get everywhere. Mom's cookie recipe.
We have different mothers.
Dad's lasagna recipe.
Our
And
mother
then
cooks?
it was
It's like, our dad cooks? I thought our servants did everything.
Right? It's just like, we have servants. Why is anyone cooking?
Because it sometimes makes people feel better, okay?
Aw. It's like, it's a stress reliever. Leave me alone.
Kneading dough is very therapeutic, okay?
I feel like her version of kneading dough would just be like punching the shit out of it.
Larry the Lobster style.
Very
No,
much
it's
so.
you remember Shin Chan and that one little girl who like beat the shit out of her stuffed bunny?
Yeah.
Like that would be
Oh
Reese's
yeah.
a dough. Just like,
Trying so hard over here.
what's the language that Taka knows?
He knows
Primordial.
the primordial.
Primordial, okay.
Okay, while you guys convince him, my stomach decided it's upset right now, so I will be right back.
Oh no.
I'm still listening.
Taka, none of us here know primordial. You're the only one here. Do you want to finish this or not?
I promise not to talk to you or ask you for
Guys,
anything
you're
for at
simply
least the
not going to
next
keep-
24
don't
hours.
make promises you're not going to keep.
The next 2 hours.
That's not true.
You're like, it's just not gonna happen. I already know
It's
you're.
simply not true.
I promise to not touch your iPad when you're not looking.
That's still not true. I'm going to see a thumbprint.
Why don't you just change the password?
It doesn't stop her from trying.
It doesn't.
Wait, don't iPads like lock you out after like
Exactly. That's why it's annoying.
Because he comes back and it's like, you've been locked out for 2 hours.
We're locked out for 15 minutes. It's like, fucking...
Alright, Taka, what will it take then?
I'm just lazy and I want to leave. But fine.
We need this damn rosary.
I get it. I get it. I'm trying to. It's just. I would rather one of us do it, but if we all have to, I guess. Just would rather not do anything at all.
I understand. However, as you can see from our dear sister, pronunciation is important.
Pronunciation is very important.
She got one word.
I was really good at that word.
Exactly. She can say the word that she knows. We will say the words that we know. And you can say the one that you know. I do not think this is voice activated. So that helps. And I believe pronunciation is key.
Unless you want to sit here and teach me how to say that word.
Do you know how long that will take?
It took me 4 years to learn Goblin. Reminder.
It took almost twice as long to learn Common.
Oddly enough, it did, because that was not my first language.
Was the first language? Oh yeah, I guess it would have been Abyssal.
Gish.
Oh boy.
Surprisingly, it might have been Goblin.
Were you raised by goblins?
Yeah, that is surprising considering, rich family and you're half orc.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
half-orc
I
came
would-
in a little bit more,
I was like, I would believe you learned Orcish first, if anything.
What's surprising is I actually don't have Orcish as part of my, beginner speech, which was
Don't.
crazy.
Really?
Right?
Huh. I mean, I guess we could just say we have goblin servants, and you kind of did the rich kid thing where you picked up the helps language.
It's like they were the ones that talked around me the most, so I was just like, uh-huh.
Yeah, you totally did that thing in Jim Carrey's film with Dick and Jane, where they have a kid, right? But their nanny is Mexican, so the kid learns fluent Spanish because he hangs out with the nanny the most.
Love it.
So yeah, you convinced Taka.
I believe we did.
Did we convince you, Taka? Or are you gonna sit here and teach me how to
I
say that
guess.
word?
Then it is settled. Everyone, get to it. I suppose we should all be in.
Avada
It just explodes.
So I believe it is Raimundo, and then Tulio, and then me, and then Tulio again, and then Taka.
Sounds right. I wish with all my heart.
So
Do, re, mi,
you
fa,
all,
sol.
approach you all approach, egg force field thing. And you do your thing. It's like I'll just go ahead and give it to you. You all do your thing. You see the runes light up, as you say the correct parts of the word. And the force field slowly crumbles away, leaving just, the rosary, in the middle, just
hanging out,
just floating all ominously.
Risys is
'Cause
gonna
we all know
slowly
this shit's
reach in
cursed.
to grab it.
It's Risys' turn to be cursed.
Yeah, it's Risys' turn to be cursed. I think it's Raimundo next.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yes, Risys, you go to grab the thing, and of course I put that description in another Google Doc, because why would I put all my shit in the same Google Doc? That's silly.
It's okay, I understand.
Is it this one? is not that one. Which Google Doc did I put you in, friend?
Where is the Google Doc?
See, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
Google
I
Docs.
do that thing where I have a lot of them titled untitled.
Ma'am,
Damn.
can you put in your search bar just like a word that you know should be in the document?
Yes.
I disapprove of that.
I at least title mine the first sentence.
I'm surprised
Does it
yours
do-
doesn't automatically title it the first sentence.
I was like, yeah, doesn't it already do that? Because that's what mine does.
If you do it on the phone.
Yeah, no, what? That's fair.
Listen,
If you do it on the phone, you have to actually go to the to the title thing, and then it'll do that. Because otherwise, it'll just leave it as untitled.
Oh.
And I do a lot of my work actually from my phone, so
you do a lot of your work at work. I see you.
yeah.
I used to be able to do that, and then they blocked D&D Beyond, so I was like, well, fuck you too.
What a weird site
They
for
don't
them
want
to block.
Right?
Like they just don't want anyone to have fun, huh?
Apparently not. It's like, I just need to do, like, some things.
Sounds like the education department.
Yeah.
Hold on, yeah. Let's see if I could just type in. Cool, yeah,
Bet.
pulls up
I'm
a
gonna get
couple
another
things.
water.
Go get yourself some water. Yeah, this would be a great time to
Restocking on food. Be back soon.
get some snacks, go to the bathroom real quick while I
Figure shit out.
find my shit.
Just a
Da,
goodness.
da, 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 da. Da, da.
Thing that I straight up just fucking forgot to do. Hell yeah, improv. Let's go. Oh, cool. While everyone's getting their stuff, I can improv right now. How is everyone? Everyone's good?
Yeah.
Someone sounds like they're underwater. How was the puzzle? I tried to make something so that you guys all had a hand in it.
It's cool. I like that it was in different languages.
Yay.
Did you find it?
No, so it turns out I meant to write it out, and I just didn't.
Ooh.
So I'm just going, real quick while everyone's getting restocked and stuff on their BRB screens and whatnot. It's cool. I have I enough of an idea of what I want. But yeah, no. Like I said, I had a real busy month. So I kind of just forgot to do things.
Just kind of forgot. It's okay.
Kind of forgot a little bit. I was a little bit busy. And then I had, the whole aspirin thing happen, and yeah.
That took you out for like almost a week.
I was,
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's like we're finally over it, so woo. Yeah. Everyone back?
Is Kid back?
Yeah,
I
I've
think he
been
left.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you leave?
She answered, I thought.
I didn't hear her.
I could have sworn I did.
If you're here, blink twice. Okay, she might not actually be here.
Then I was straight up hearing things. How goes the relore?
We're good.
Cool.
do 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 do. Cool. Well, while we're waiting on N to get back, go ahead, take your 2 curse damage.
Lovely.
Because we
Where
all
do I
know
put
the
that
thing
again?
is cursed. It's in your notes.
Boo.
I know, boo. How dare the cursed items have cursed damage to them?
Damn it.
So I add 2 to this, right?
How dare I get
Yeah.
forced to touch this shit?
Alright, cool.
Wait, no, you're fine. You didn't touch the rosary. You didn't touch the
No.
rosary, right?
No, hell no.
Alright. Yeah, you're fine.
You took your curse damage before.
Yeah. Like, Tulio's gonna have a fun time. Tulio's at 10 now.
Oh god. I'm at 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit starts getting annoying after, like... Put it at, what? 6, I think, is where I put... Oh. Yeah. 6 is where, like, all the, effects of just your family curse in general starts getting, to be a bit more noticeable.
There we go. That's for the M.
Yeah. do, do, do.
I returned.
There
Welcome
she
back.
is.
Gee. Sorry, I figured I'd make myself some milk tea, and the water took a little bit to boil.
You're all good. Go, everyone's back. So, yeah, the Risys has already taken her curse damage. So, into the memory. Risys reaches, in and grabs the rosary. Immediately, like, you are just overwhelmed by, just the feeling of grief over, like, losing somebody. You have this strong impression of, like, somebody holding the rosary that isn't you and crying.
Tears immediately.
Oh. As, the crying continues, you also get this feeling that somebody is watching from nearby. Like, the person whose memory you're watching, they turn and you can see Mati just kind of, like, disappearing from, like, around the corner. What was she doing? You don't really know, but, you get the feeling that, like...
She came to watch the suffering.
Probably. It's like, whoever's memory this is, like, they clearly do not like her.
So there's, like, anger in the sadness.
Yeah. As, Mati disappears, a few moments pass, and then you see someone completely different, just wrapped up in robes, coming over to talk to this person. You can't hear any words, but you do get the feeling that this person wants to help, just secretly. And the feelings of grief that you have are instantly, like, replaced with fear and urgency and a bit of paranoia. And, yeah, that is where your memory ends.
Just in tears.
Oh.
What did you see, sister?
I think I was at somebody's wake.
Oh.
And I was crying. And Mati was there making sure I was crying. And then this other person came up to me. And I don't know what they said. But it seemed important. And scary.
You should probably head back now. But before we do, DM, is there any, like, don't happen to be any potions or anything, like, of interest in here? Would there? Aside from books and stuff, obviously.
Of interest, everything here is more or less just kind of in some sort of state of, like, disarray. Like, you clearly interrupted Zentech and whatever it was that they had been doing.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there anything else here that looks of vague importance? That might be, like, completed?
It's like the Missing Sister book is definitely pretty interesting in that most of it is, well, no, all of it is handwritten, whereas the other 4 family-related books were printed.
I was gonna keep that one. He's gonna put it in his bag. So nighttime reading. I hope your book is more interesting, Mundo.
Yeah.
It's like he's already reading it.
Yeah, he's like, what?
It's like I did not steal the book; it fell into my bag.
It's like when you go to a bookstore and you're just walking around with the same book, just reading through it, and then you accidentally just walk out the door.
I've never done that before, but that sounds hilarious.
I feel like it's been done on accident several times with, like, people that are just really into books.
Yep. I wonder if that's part of the reason why they're all, like, wrapped in plastic most times now.
Probably.
Probably.
Like, these damn nerds. keep stealing our books and shit. Yeah, so out of character, are we gonna just head back then? We're good. We're Gucci here.
Probably. I'll grab the other 3 books though. I think not Tulio. Yeah, Tulio's taken the cursed one. Raimundo kind of took the one that he got immersed in.
It's really good.
Really
And I'm just gonna
well-written
take the
book.
other 3, just so we can have a complete set.
Terry Potter, isn't it? I know it's $5. So isn't Twilight in like 5 books?
Yeah,
More or less.
it's like 5
You
books.
got the
Yeah.
first Twilight book, so you're like, oh my god.
He's like,
I'm
"Who's
burning
this?"
it.
He's like, who's this mysterious man, Edward?
No, see, like, he came in on, like, the 3rd book, so he doesn't understand what's going on yet, but it was just all action at the beginning.
Oh no! I actually have done that as a kid before. Like just picked out a book because like I thought it looked cool, and like at first it was kind of like what's going on, but I got kind of into it, and then it got confusing, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what are they talking
Like, who are
about?
these? Who are these people? Should I know them?
Yeah, and then
Definitely
I would
done that
notice,
too.
yeah, and then I'd notice it's like book like 3 or 4. I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
You're like, this makes
done
more
that.
sense now.
so
I think I
suppose-
did that with the Ender's Game series. I read those a little bit out of order. Like, I read the first one, and then I read the next ones, like, out of order, and I'm like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on. What do you mean Ender's a whole-ass adult now?
Lamau?
did that with the Lord Lost series. In my defense, though, the first like 3 books, I think, they're each based off of like a different character. Like there's technically like 3 main characters,
Yeah.
and the one that I picked out was technically a prequel. And yeah, no, like I read through like half of it, and yeah, I was like really confused because again, like they were talking as if like
Stuff had already happened.
you as the reader should already know what's going on. Yeah, so I'm just like, wait, what? And then yeah, I've noticed like, oh, this is like book 3. Whoops.
Hell yeah. Well, alright, gang. So,
Head back
what
home.
is your plan?
We're gonna head back home.
Back to the apartment?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope the Myconids won't hate us too much.
Yeah, so about that. No, I'm kidding.
Oh wow.
You walk out and the Myconids are just there with pitchforks.
Alright, it's just a whole pack.
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't blame them.
We just give them Zentek's body as peace offering.
Like, please, no.
Say, here, keep it, it's yours.
You guys walk out the tower, make your way back, the way that you came. The Myconid, for the most part, have kind of, like, left the farm area. They no longer have a sovereign, so the ones that are there are just kind of sitting around listlessly. Others have left to,
Form their own colonies.
like, either find a different colony or maybe form their own. But, yeah, they pay you no mind. Like, it's the circle of life down here. You
Right,
go
Oho
back
had a
to.
fine feast. I said, don't worry, Oho had a fine feast.
You guys go back to, the doorway that you had come through, the little basement, whatever. Yeah, without incident.
Yay!
Yeah. Congratulations, you went through the Underdark. Woo!
We made it
didn't
back alive.
die.
Your potions, yeah!
I know, we still have a shit ton of potions. Like,
Oh, yeah.
let's
We're probably
go.
gonna need those for when we deal with the next person and Mati.
Right. Ah,
That's
yes,
cool.
the
Y'all got
children.
like 4 months.
Yeah, that is also true. We have like 4 months to prepare.
To plan and train and counter-strike.
Y'all are speedrunning this shit.
And potentially build an army against her.
Yeah, again, I'm just like I can imagine Monty like seething, like wherever the fuck she's sitting, just like, how did they kill Zintek so fast? Zintek?
Do you have any idea how old it is?
No, not
How old
really.
it was.
How old it was, indeed.
It's like, I understand Zoe, like she's a baby, but Zintek?
Really?
Honestly, I feel like she'd be even more mad that we didn't kill Zell.
I'm just picturing that montage in Hercules when Hercules is like beating up all the monsters and Hades is just like, ah, like he's just on fire and like pissed off because Hercules keeps beating him up.
But yeah, you guys just go straight to the apartment. Don't believe you guys went through anywhere crazy. Yeah. I had to like think back on the last set or like session 5. It's like you guys are set. Yep, so you guys go back to the apartment. Yes, exactly that.
All right.
Beautiful, I love it.
Funny, I just can't read my notes. Well, cool. Apparently I retconned whatever it was that I wrote for the rosary. It's cool.
Love it.
I like this one better. It's fine. Yeah. So you guys go back down to the apartment. What are you guys doing at the apartment?
Sleeping.
Literally, they taking a bath
Sleeping.
because the Underdark was gross.
I was already in the bathroom before Tulio decided that.
I think we established that there's like 5 bathrooms in this place for no reason.
Yeah.
I took the
It's just a
fanciest one.
And you know what? That's fair. You are the biggest out of all of us.
I resent that comment, but okay.
But you're half orc. What do you mean? You're literally like a foot taller than all of us.
I'm a still dainty little sister.
Oh, okay.
I say as I flex.
It's like
I am a delicate fucking flower.
Yeah. Okay.
What was her name?
Right, so you guys go, you rest for the night. The next day rolls around. What is this gift you are sending? I'm curious.
This is Risys.
Yes.
Ballerina, graceful, delicate.
Murderous on the inside. You know.
Just delicate.
Graceful, delicate.
But yeah, next morning rolls around. Anything in particular you guys would like to do?
Probably
I
inform
guess-
Luca of our updates.
As they inform our typical allies, Luca and Miss Fnitty.
I was gonna say, do we need to check in on Ifnati?
I would
As
like
you-
to check in on her.
I'm sure he would. As you guys are figuring out who you would like to go visit first. Tulio, obviously, really wanting to go see your tiefling friends. You hear a knock at the door.
Check the people.
We don't want any.
We don't want any. Risys goes to check the peephole and she sees a familiar face. It's like in horns.
Hey!
Is it Ifnati or is it Zell?
It's Efnari.
Okay. I opened the door.
So yeah, you open the door just as she's about to like knock again, and she's like, "Oh, you four are really difficult to find. Your family likes its privacy." She kind of
Yeah.
like takes a look around, like, "Oh, this is a nice apartment.
Feel free to come in. Would you like a drink?
I would love a drink, yes."
Tulio happily pours her one.
Risys is gonna take it, dump it into the nearest plant, and then refill it.
Why would you do that?
I don't know what you did to her drink.
Okay,
Oh my.
first of all, out of character, how dare you? Second of all, in character, how dare you? I would never stoop so low.
I'm gonna sit there and like glare at you and be like, I have 4 names.
Oh.
Oh, okay. First of all, no. Yeah, no. Tulio's just gonna like straighten out his clothes. Like, I didn't need to stoop so low, sister. Second of all, you do not know how to make coffee. Move.
When you do that voice,
Hold on. I want to hear the criticism.
I also wanted to hear the criticism.
It's like, I'm gonna wait because I'm curious.
Limau.
So, retcon the very questionable putting things in drinks joke.
Am I gonna retcon that? No.
Oh, alright.
it's like, I
Yeah, he was just saying that I remind him of this one character from a book he's reading whenever I do
Ah.
the Tulio voice.
Oh.
Gotcha.
And also, you better fucking retcon that. I refuse. That's just awful. It's like, again, Tulio would never stoop so low. He doesn't need to. He's charming as it is.
So rewind, Fnari comes in. It's like Reese is like, yeah, do you want anything? Tulio immediately rushes to go get drink.
Yes.
Hands her a cup of water.
Yeah, it's like Fnari, takes the water, just kind of like looking around. It is a very nice apartment.
Make yourself at home. There are plenty of lovely seats with pillows and plants and books. I think we have cookies somewhere. I can go check the cabinets.
It has like a whole like platter already set up. He just goes, hold on. I was actually looking up stuff in endearing things in Spanish before he said such awful things. Okay. So I think the word I'm looking for is mi querida, which is like my dear. So yeah, so he just like puts it down. He's like, for you, mi querida. And like the coffee has like a little leaf, like one of those like the latte art thingies. Like it has like.
Are you trying to pull Luca? Or Lucas?
I was gonna say,
Wrong person.
out here mixing up our characters again.
I know, right? No, it's the first time I've done it. In my defense, I'm looking at my notes at the same time.
Also, they're very similar. One has an S and one does not.
One's from space, one's a human.
I'm just saying the names in general. But yeah, no, it just has a nice little like platter, and there's like a little flower.
Like, oh, I didn't know you worked as a barista. I thought you were rich or something. They make your own coffee. Anyway. So yeah, she kind of like, just take a moment, just like, looking at the coffee and stuff, making a little bit of small talk before getting into what it is she really wanted to come talk to you guys about. Words. She's like, okay, I wanted to come talk to you about, well, you, your family specifically. Uh, so your family had no history of magic up until a certain point about 3.5 centuries ago, give or take. And then suddenly just about everyone's a fairly powerful sorcerer. Mm, well, magic can't really be controlled and it's not predictable like that. And while I do realize it's part of your curse, it's definitely strange. It doesn't feel like a curse. Um, in fact, excuse me for saying this, I know how touchy sorcerers and wizards can be, but it sounds like you guys are warlocks with extra steps. Uh, so I've been looking around, just trying to see if there were similar curses, similar cases, anything, and I found a lot. Surprising amount, actually, conveniently in this country. Um, there's been several stories of families being cursed from several generations by witch, family owing things or people to witches, families being harassed by witches, so on, so on. And it's all mostly here in this city. I think this coven that your witch belongs to are the same witches, which makes me really concerned for all of you.
Why do you say that?
Well, families in my research, um, none of them are alive. Like, the entire bloodline is gone. And if it weren't for local stories and the occasional bard, I don't know if people would know anything about these families. I'm a little worried that if you fail this challenge, this could be the end of your family.
What do you mean by the end of our family?
She means the end, sister. No bloodline. Erased from records, it sounds like.
So we break the curse, we die?
If we don't
If
break
we
the
don't.
curse,
At least that's my theory, that's my worry.
any other current families? I was always assumed that we were the only ones.
None that I can find, but that doesn't mean, they don't exist. Like I said, it does seem to be concentrated mostly in this city, so maybe you could ask. You said you have been talking with one of the witches. Maybe you could ask her.
And Mundo in the room with us.
No, he's in the shower.
He's singing in there. Well, I suppose, in that note, you will be happy to know that we have succeeded in getting the. How many witches is that now? 3.
hmm
In the third item we need.
Yeah, that's great. Was the last one you needed?
Room, I believe.
hmm
Zintek managed to tell us it was a changeling who
Oh.
had it. Possibly a woman. Do you know of any changelings?
No, several changelings.
Do you know of any that are witches?
Uh,
Do you know of any of them that might be older than most?
I'll have to look around, but no, I can't think of any that might be witches. Like, considering my profession and all. I'm trying to find out as much as I can about your family, and I'll look into the items as well. Is there anything you can tell me about them? Aside from, they're tied to your family.
They seem to be tied with our ancestor, or a ancestor in particular.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, mine was the Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
I had a vision of stabbing somebody. It's not pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Taka also had a vision with the keys. And this is what was your vision again?
I was at the wake and somebody was crying, and I got talked to by what is possibly a priest or somebody in very long robes who gave me chilling information that also seemed very poignant.
Hmm. You have no idea who this person is?
Not a clue.
I'm also not sure who this person is.
But Mati was there. Mati was watching to make sure I was crying.
She was there at mine too, right? I'm pretty sure that was like the one thing that they all had in common.
She's the one thing, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that is the one constant. Monty is in all of the visions. Seems to be playing a part in these.
That would make sense. This being, for lack of better words, her project. Did you guys find anything else? Maybe? I mean, you've talked to these witches, you've been in, like, their lairs.
We found out that Monty has been giving Zell, our shit. What's the one looking for? Distant relatives.
Yes.
That works.
Ones that are slightly outside of the curse, but not necessarily out of the curse.
Oh.
Is this?
That does not help my worry.
Zell is also apparently the newest in her coven, apparently, is what was told to us, I think. Yes.
With that, you see Efnari kind of just make a slightly confused face.
Why is with the confusion?
My brain.
Yeah, I'm over here like, did my audio cut out again? Hold on.
No. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Well, there's in all the research I found, there's always been 5 witches, so her being new is interesting.
Why is that?
Like, these nodes go back centuries. How new?
Didn't she say only a couple decades?
Those lines?
Oho would know. She was there with you, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, how long has Zell been a witch?
um,
God
Does
damn.
the appearance of Oho change her mind any?
No, I like the idea of him like just kind of being like kind of like Rufus from Kim
Yeah.
Possible, like he's just in his pocket. He's either like on his shoulder, or, like in his like pocket.
mildly surprised, but
Like, what the
It's
fuck
kind
is
of
that?
like, not even what the fuck, just kind of like, oh, beholderkin. That's interesting. Rich people are something. Like, they always have weird pets. So yeah, just mild, like, surprise, like, oh, alright, you have a pet. But Oho, yeah, goes on to say that he's been with Zell for at least about 15 years, so she might have been a witch a bit longer, if that.
Oh said that he was only with her for about 15 years. But it is likely she was a witch even before then. So,
No.
safe to say, at least a few decades.
We did just often Micah need one too, though.
Do not know how old that one is. Or was. We assume it was ancient, if it's that one was anything to go by. Perhaps one of them was planning on retiring?
I doubt it. Usually witches don't retire willingly. Anything else that you guys found?
Well, we found this. He kind of whips out the sister book. I do not recommend touching it. It is, it feels cursed. Yeah, he just kind of like slides it on the table, like toward her.
She goes to reach out for it and immediately like feels the bad vibe. And just like hand back, just like, okay, we're not touching that.
He opens it for her and he just goes, "We found 4 others. But this one, not only does it feel cursed, it is the only one that was handwritten. I did not get the chance to read it last night." Like, but it appears to be about a missing sister.
Afnari reaches into her bag, taking out a pair of gloves. It's like, you guys.
Anti-magic gloves, got it.
Yeah, more or less.
I see her just like putting on some goggles, like an apron, ready to like go to town on this shit.
Or she looks like a scientist all of a sudden now.
But she does take out these gloves. You can sense that, yeah, they are kind of like anti-magic stuff. They're
She's got
definitely to
tongs
help
so she
her.
can turn the page.
She's like, like maybe got like a pen or something, just kind of like flipping through the pages, trying her best not to like physically touch the book as much as possible. And yeah, just quickly like scanning through stuff as you guys are, talking about the things that you found and your theories and whatnot. If you guys have any theories or want to throw out questions or
Okay,
stuff, this would be the time.
I'll say, unfortunately, out of character, I still haven't got a clue.
That's fine. I'm just saying, yeah, it's like this would be the time.
Like, I'm still at a loss. It's like I can only imagine someone got murdered, right, by the scissors.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming like someone witnessed it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a funeral for it.
Mm-hmm.
And Monty was there, so I can only assume Monty either like she either
Monty caused it in some way. I think we'd gotten that kind of information from either the second item or the first item, or like talking about both of them. It's like there was some kind of incident that involved Mati, where the items played a key role in whatever was going on, which is why the curse energy attached to those items. So, like, I'm assuming, like, obviously the scissors stabbed the person who was either getting in Mati's way or was a hindrance to Mati in some form.
Listening.
And then the key, I think the key was important because it might have locked somebody up to keep them from being able to, like, go tell everybody about everything.
Okay.
And then the rosary was obviously for, like, the grieving person of whoever was stabbed by the scissors. I think that, maybe.
Yeah. It's like I said, throw out your theories and stuff.
See, it's funny because before she mentioned the other families, I was also thinking maybe this was like a revenge story. Like maybe someone down the Perera line like killed like Monty's like sister or something, and Monty as like a way to get back at them, like fucking curse them. So, but now I'm just like, oh wait, but if there's other families, like I don't know, like it could still technically be a revenge story, but
Well, it's not necessarily being told that Mati is cursing the other families. Like, it could be just like a thing that happens with, like, older witch generations who have been wronged. Like, they just figured, oh, well, if they, fuck me over enough, maybe I could just fuck up their entire life, like, generational line.
that'll fuck up your whole bloodline.
Just fuck the whole family.
That's one way to do it.
It's like, he told me no to the prom, so, I have to curse his whole family for the next 1,000 years.
And then my other theory was that she's a Perera. Monty.
Maybe if she wasn't, maybe her sister was marrying into the Pereras.
Or something akin to that. Like, I don't know, because this whole curse thing feels personal. You know what I mean? Like, this feels like she gets off on it, right? Like, she enjoys, like, torturing this family. Like, and it feels like she doesn't necessarily even need them either. Like, she seems powerful enough to where, like, all these, like, things and such that she uses them for, like, she could easily do it herself. So, again, it feels like...
Yeah, she just finds pleasure in using the Perera family in order to, reach whatever goal that she wants.
Yeah.
Like, she could obviously do it, like, 1,000 times easier without, like, any real need or want or thought half the time, but it's, like, the sadistic need to just kind of punish the family.
I don't know, I guess I will stick to, like, my original theory. Like, it's some sort of revenge story. Like, because, people have done, worse shit for pettier things. You know what I mean? It's like,
They love the theories.
These theories speak crazy.
She's over here writing down, like, keep going.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Scott Cawthon over here.
Write that down.
No. I definitely just wanted to, like, give you guys an opportunity to, just you can chat it up.
Yeah. I don't know. Kid, what about you? Any sort of theories?
I mean, I kind of like agree with you. Like, I think that Monty like might be a Perera or like involved, like intertwined with the family somehow, and like this is some kind of like revenge kick because everything feels like super personal, like extremely personal.
Anytime they try to like break away from her, she's like,
It's like, no.
She, like, punishes somebody else that's, like, closer to them than she does, like, the actual punishment to them. Except for, like, Raimundo, who, could have definitely probably had a much worse fate, but, ended up being, you know, you just have to hold these weapons for the rest of your lives.
It's like
Mhm.
only those two. Well, even then, like our curses, right?
Mhm.
Like, or at least I don't the ones that I know of anyway. We still don't know Taka's, but so far they feel more like pranks. You know what I mean? Like she could have. Again, I feel like she could have easily either like turned us into thralls
Mm-hmm.
or what have you. But nah, she was just like, nah. You know what? Like you get weird magic once in a while. Like you get like extra angy sometimes because that sounds hilarious.
I
Like,
feel
and
like she
you-
did that when like Risys was little and was just like, you know what? Fuck you and your temper tantrums. Now you're gonna have a real fucking tantrum.
No, she really.
You're gonna be
pulled the whole,
everyone's
like, "Oh,"
problem.
yeah, she really pulled the like, I'll give you something to cry about. And then with
I feel like
Mundo,
Tulio got the wild magic because it's like you have way too many people around you for me to be okay with you being social. Let's make it to where you have accidents sometimes.
and then no, like I said with Mundo's, it's again it feels more like a prank. Like this is akin to literally like gluing someone's hands to like a bottle of whiskey or something.
Mhm. That's crazy. I get what you mean.
Sorry, I couldn't think of anything funny here, but
No.
No, that makes sense.
Sense?
yeah, but like you know what I mean. Like so far, they feel more like pranks, but like the overall curse feels more like personal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess those would be my theories. Is like this is a revenge thing, and either she is a Perera and was wronged, or she
Was going to be a Perera.
yeah. It's like Then again, but then who was the person that died? That would
I
be the
mean, we
other
did
question.
have this book of like the lost sister, so maybe
Maybe it was her sister.
it was like
Like,
another
her
like
sister?
actual blood relative of Mati.
It's like maybe our family wronged like a whole ass family of fucking witches.
That would
That
do
or maybe like
something.
we did something so bad to where it made Mati a witch.
See, that'd be interesting too. This
You know, kind of like how Thanos like snapping Vision out of existence like caused Scarlet Witch to just go nuts.
oh no, he didn't snap him out of existence. He ripped his fucking stone out of his skull.
Yeah, that whole thing. Where it was like she was okay at first, then you fucked with her like her love life, and then she was very upset with you, so she just went full on psychotic.
Poor thing. So I mean, no, I could see that happening. This again, this feels personal. This feels whatever it is, revenge or otherwise. Like the Pereira's fucked her over in some way. You look very happy on your stream, by the way. I'm trying very hard not to like look at it. Like, am I getting warmer? Am I getting warmer?
I am not telling.
One of those theories is probably correct.
Or close
No,
to
I
it.
like. Yeah, it's like I just like that. Yeah, it's like yeah.
You're like, yes, keep theorizing. But hey, that's just a theory.
I like that you guys are interested enough to theorize.
Aw. I don't know, TOP, you still there? Do you have any theories? Been muted this
See
whole
stuff.
time.
I know this dog's really annoying. Nothing really. Nothing concrete yet.
Yeah. While you guys have been just thinking about like, what all these things could mean, like what could possibly in the book. Like I said, Fnari's kind of just been more or less just glancing through it, not actually like reading it, but just trying to get an idea of what it is, how cursed it is, what exactly is giving it the bad vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she goes and she closes the book. She's like, "Well, it's a diary. Um, and it's an old one at that. It's like a little." How long ago did I say family stuff?
And you said that we didn't have magic till like 3 centuries ago.
Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna say it's either been 100 years or a couple hundred years.
There we go. Yeah, so like I said, closes the book. She's like, it's a diary. It's about 3.5 centuries ago. Or old. So that probably has some of the answers that you're looking for. It's definitely cursed, but it's different from whatever curse you guys have. And I think it's mostly to prevent people from reading it.
Ah. I forgot to ask earlier, what language is it in?
That's a fair question. We're just gonna say common.
Alright.
It's in a language you can read.
It's a language anyone
Which you
can
guys can read because plot.
because plot demands it.
Because the plot demands you read this at some point. Like, if you want, I could try and deal with the curse. I can't guarantee what state the book will be in afterwards. Or you could try and muscle through it with some charms or something. I'm sure I can find something. Or maybe you can ask that witch you've been hanging around with. This is probably one of the coven, or one of the older members of the coven. So
Yes. So.
right, she might know who put the curse on the book, how to break it.
I feel like I get like annoying sister vibes from Zoe. So I feel like if we were like, oh hey, we found this diary, she's like, ah shit, really? Me?
I'm playing her well.
Kilo just nods, and he says, I will do just that then. Since I have already touched it, and I'm already cursed, it's probably best that I handle it from here on.
I'm sure I can find something to help with it, or like I said, take it to Zoe, you said her name was, and see if she'll help you with it. But in the meantime, you guys have any questions? Anything I can do for you aside from spending my money?
Is there anything we can tell Luca?
Luca doesn't work for.
Luca doesn't work for her.
I know. Isn't she supposed to be helping Luca too?
Yeah, she has mentioned before she hasn't seen him in a while.
That's why I'm asking. Anything we can tell Luca?
Oh, you mean like, is there like a message?
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like you tell her something and she tells him. She's like, I haven't seen him. I mean, is he alive? And well, I know he ended up being cursed and
Definitely being watched.
Is alive though. Is he well?
He's not thriving though.
has anything to do with all this that's concerning too. I didn't try and secretly check in on him or something, I guess. I don't want to get him in trouble with whoever's watching him. Oh, before I forget, she's gonna put a sending stone on the table, like just in case I need to get a hold of you. Like, yeah, like I've charmed it, so instead of just immediately speaking, it'll heat up just in case you're around certain company. No late night calls unless it's an emergency.
Okay.
Julia takes it.
That should we
Kind of gives
mention
you a
the
look like
fox
I mean
eyes?
it.
She's like, emergencies. She's like, of course, of course.
What was the question, Risys?
Should we mention anything about, like, if you're gonna go meet, were you planning on meeting him at the shop? Because if you are, beware of the fox eyes.
Meeting him at the shop, but I will keep that in mind.
I think it's a fox. It's a fox, right? Mm. Like, you have some kind of animal head that sits, like, over Luca's desk that's just, like, constantly peering at him.
Yeah, it was a stuffed fox.
It
I remember. It is the mascot of the place.
is the mascot of the wolf and fox, yes.
Not to be confused with Meow Wolf.
Be confused with Meow Wolf. Alright, Afnari packs up her things, says her goodbyes, and she's off.
She gets beautiful every time I see her. I'm gonna have to draw them together at some point.
It's mostly just gonna be her looking at him like, what? Like, why are you looking at me? I'm trying to work.
No, you know what it is? It's that fucking bit of Fix It Felix and... Hold on, where is it? You know, this right here. It's like... It's perfect.
Crazy.
Yes.
Just like, why are you staring at me?
Doing her best to ignore you. I give him eye contact, he'll go away.
Thank you for coming, Efnari. It's great to see you. Please be well going wherever it is you are going next. We will be in touch. We'll try to wrestle the burning necklace from Tulio later.
Sending anything from anyone.
That's what you think.
Cross my heart. Only for emergencies. Perhaps it did.
You did not hear that last part. You pulled in that one.
Oh, nice.
She, lets herself out, waves goodbye, and, yeah, she is on her way. What would the party like to do? How are we on time?
Good.
Doing okay, I guess.
And we still got like 4 months.
Boys.
So
I meant the IRL party.
IRL.
Kid Kyopi.
I should be good for like another hour.
I'm good.
Last little bit, just, you guys said you wanted to go over to Wolf and Fox, right?
Yes.
Or at least that was the plan before Afnari showed up.
Yee.
What is the plan now? Or is it still...
I believe it would still be the same, yeah, because we're trying to, like, find something to safely read this book. Although, again, like, I feel like Zoe would totally just be like, oh shit, you got a diary?
Oh my god.
Let me see.
Let me see. Starts reading it. Oh shit, this is Monty's diary. Let's go. First chapter, first bit's like, Dear Diary, I got my first ingredients for my first brew.
Gonna assume y'all are headed to...
Yeah, that sound good, gang?
Off to see
Yeah.
Luca.
See the Zoe.
See Luca and Zoe. You guys make your way down to this now familiar kind of back alleyway sort of shop, you know. Funky little thrift shop. You enter the shop going, hit a little ring ring of the bell. Luca's in his usual, you know, spot at the front desk. Like nose deep in whatever book that he's reading, not really, you know, customer service mode, like whatever. Well, bored customer service. Welcome, Fox. How can I help you?
Luca!
Immediately puts book down.
Hola, mi amigo. ¿Cómo estás?
Good. You guys are alive. Great.
Sound surprised.
A little bit, yes.
Did
Like,
you not
how was
expect us
the-
to make it back? That's kind of
It's the
upsetting.
Underdark. It's the Underdark. You have, well, you know, Mati and whatever the other witch was. Who did you fight?
I think their name was Zyrtec, and they were a giant mushroom.
Oh,
Index.
shit. So it was a mushroom. It wasn't mushroom armor.
It was a whole myconid.
A
And then
whole
it
ass
turned into
Mike in
a giant. And then it turned into a whole myconig. Lid.
It's just kind of like leaning in, like listening with interest.
He truly just explains to him that, like, when they fought, you know, it just kind of beefed up and started attacking.
Take some notes. Like, all right. Well, yeah, I'm glad you guys are okay. I was definitely worried.
Well, as
So?
you can see, we are okay.
Yeah. So what'd you find?
Well, we found the rosary. And we found this. He pulls out the book. Do not touch it, it is cursed.
Very cursed.
We're hoping.
Roll me insight. Anyone. All of you. Whoever.
Hey, I'm rolling. Hey, let's go.
Anyone else, sir?
I'll do insight.
It's not terrible. I'll try. That was terrible, though.
No.
I'm too
Taka, would
lost
you
in
like,
Luca's eyes.
Aw.
Tulio can't stop me now.
You can't stop me now. Oh no.
Good. Isn't he a human?
Human, yeah.
Okay.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I was just trying to like think, visualize him in my
She's
head.
trying to think. Yeah. We have a picture of him. Like he's a
Wait.
hard-looking human. Clearly, I just like drawing tired boys. Where are you at? Past the pictures of e-girl Michael Myers.
Oh god, that was forever ago.
Ages ago. Yeah, back in fucking January.
Fucking hell. Oh god.
Man, I should redraw them.
Go
I have improved since January.
You have.
Is it before or after E-Girl Michael Myers?
Before.
Okay, it's
Here,
before.
I got
Okay.
you guys. I got you guys. I have replied to it, so you can just go back to that one.
Aw, the wedding photos.
Oh, okay, so it is the guy with the collar. All right.
It is the dude, yes.
That's dude.
Okay, I was like, this is the dude on the leash, right?
The dude. The dude on the literal leash. Look back at those rolls. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, so you go to like, put the diary down on like the desk. Risys is, just admiring
I'm
Luca.
lost in his eyes.
Reinsert picture gif of Felix and what's her name.
Yeah, just reversed.
Just reverse.
Risys is the Felix.
Raimundo and Tulio, though, you can kind of see like the expression, like in his just in his whole body, like his eyes, his body language. Like he's trying his best to like hide it, but you can see there is a noticeable change. Raimundo, you can't exactly like place it,
Mm-hmm.
but it definitely, it went from like, wow, I'm really interested in what you have to say to kind of like more reserved. Tulio, you get the impression that like this book kind of freaks him the fuck out. Like, again, he's doing his best to like hide it. He's actually doing a pretty good job, but like he's worried for some reason about this book.
Julio kind of like he kind of slides it more toward himself, and he's just like, "Is there something wrong, amigo?"
No, just tired.
Are you sure?
So-
You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, no. Well, at least not in a while. We haven't had a lot of cursed items here, surprisingly. Last time someone brought a cursed item, there was a ghost that was like haunting. I mean, it mostly just made noises, but So, book, you found book. What is
Nods. She just kind of nods and goes, "It is a diary."
it?
Not sure. I have not gotten the chance to look yet. We were hoping you had something to help us read it without getting cursed. Or, I guess, more cursed.
His eyes are a little like not necessarily glued to it, but he keeps definitely like like just looking back like at it and kind of like looking away. Just around the room. It's like, yeah, I'm sure I could find something. Or we could ask Zoe. I'm sure she's got something. But she's got like a whole storage thing somewhere else. That she brings in her stuff to sell. Let me go. Contact her, and he gets up and just kind of like he's trying not to make it obvious he's nervous, but yeah, just kind of quickly, like very briskly walks away. Brisk isn't a good word for that. Brisk is a little more positive.
Are you sure? Briskly kind of implies like a need for urgency.
And like they're just walking quickly.
I don't know. But yeah, just kind of
Now, if you were to say he's skipping over there, that'd be different.
scuttles away. Scuttle's a good word.
No, now I'm just picturing him going over there like a crab. He's just like, let me just go as Zoe.
There's a way.
Zoe, why not Zoidberg?
But yeah, he quickly leaves the room. And you guys are now in the room by yourself.
Well, he seemed nervous.
I couldn't tell. I was too lost in his eyes.
He's just like,
I feel like Raimundo's over there going like, now you understand what it looks like when we watch you, huh?
Julie? Julio opens it. Like, can he look for a name? Like, oh, like this belongs to, like, so and so.
Yeah.
What, investigation, I think? Are you looking for something specific?
I'm going to tell you now. It's like, as you're going through it, you don't, like, see anything, like, any names or anything specific. Well, any names pertaining to the writer. But you do see, you know, familiar names. You see, you know, Mati being mentioned, Zentek being mentioned.
Zintek is so annoying. Like, who's...
Like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why doesn't it blink? What the fuck?
Why doesn't it blink? And oh my god. Like, you would think for Mike and it wouldn't talk much, but Jesus Christ. It won't shut up. It's like every day at these meetings it just drones on and on. Beetles and dirt and shit. Like, what?
But yeah, you can tell whoever wrote about it. Like, obviously they didn't refer to themselves in the third person, but like they are definitely, or at least are or was in the company of, you know, those two witches. You don't see anything mentioning Zoe in particular, but you know, you do know Zoe is not her real name anyway, so.
That is true. And I'm assuming there's no mention of Zell either, because Zell's relatively new.
Yep.
Dear Diary, I cursed those stupid Pereras again, and oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Risys, you have a diary, yes?
Who told you about that?
Taka did.
Damn you, Taka.
No, the hell I didn't.
It's like, no.
No, where did you learn about these?
No, I just assumed. Even if you don't have a diary, that's fine. I
But
myself
what is
do
your
not-
question?
I was going to ask, if you were to hypothetically have a diary, would you write your own name in it?
No, I would usually write the names of other people. Because why would I write my own name in it if I were to be talking about myself and my everyday life? If I were to have a diary. Of course.
Of course.
Meanwhile, in her room, it's like tucked under her pillow or something.
Dear diary, today Tulio was an asshole.
Tulio was a jerk. He wouldn't give me the ring I wanted.
He made fun of my diary. You're a good diary. I love you. You
There's just
keep
like
all
a
my
little-
secrets.
There's a little smoochy kiss on the corner of the page. Dear diary, my brothers are so mean. They won't take me shopping today.
The only one that understands me is Raimundo. And that's because I take him to the district with all the pointy knives.
Perhaps I should have read this in my own time last time. Why do you think he was so nervous?
Do you think Zoe is around?
He said he was going to talk to her. But there's been like 2 minutes.
Wouldn't Zoe normally come out to see us? Beep.
I do not like these.
Should we leave?
Just like everyone slowly like backs away. Like, listen, in my defense, I would probably be thinking the same thing. I'd be like, how long does it take for you to like get someone, like tell someone about a diary?
It's like, yo, the weirdos are back. They're not dead. They found a book. They might have killed a Myconid. I don't know.
It's like, I don't know, this is your job, you deal with it.
Right? Like, boss, they want to see the manager.
It's like, boss, this is above my pay grade. Please help.
As you guys are contemplating leaving because of Luca's very strange behavior, yeah, it's like, you see him coming back. He doesn't, like, really approach, he just kind of stays, like, you know, in the doorway where he's at, and he's like, okay, well, she said she'll be here soon-ish, which honestly could mean now or 30 minutes from now. It really depends. Yeah, no, same. It's very frustrating when customers want to see her.
Tell her about the book, yes?
Yeah, I told her about the diary.
Alright. How did she react to it?
Well, she seemed interested. Asked if you guys showed it to anyone else.
Each other.
No. I mean, I've seen it. Tulio's seen it. You've seen it. I think Taka's seen it.
Yes,
Raimundo's seen it.
He's kind of like looking at you guys, and you know, he can kind of tell from just the way that you guys are like wording it and stuff. Like, okay, like you've shown it probably to Afnari, but you know, you guys have this agreement not to really like talk about her
In the presence of the
like,
shop.
yeah.
Can she see through him, or she can just kind of listen in through the collar, right?
Kind of, sort of. Like the way he described it is like certain keywords or like triggers for the caller. But yeah, as far as you know, she can't really like. Yeah, like she can't like see stuff through it. Because, like, he showed you, like, his journal full of, like, yeah, here are notes I took on all the witches. Take it. Like, I feel like, if she saw that, she'd be like, motherfucker.
Like, this little shit.
But yeah, the way he's, like, described it to you, it's, like, certain keywords, like, will trigger it, and yeah. And he doesn't want to, like, accidentally somehow alert her to what's going on.
Yeah, Tulio just kind of like, yeah, no, we've seen it. Wink, wink.
Like, you have something in your eye? Why are you?
He doesn't elaborate.
Like, okay. Anyway. Oh, while we wait, you guys want anything?
I'm right. Brothers, sister, anything you'd want from a go?
Not at this moment.
Besides his next free day? No.
Oh, that's gonna be a very long time. Sorry.
Did you ask when he's gonna be free next? that is fucked up. It's like we do not like to use the F word around Lucas.
We don't use the F word around here.
The F word.
It's like, what is the F word? Freedom. We don't use that word.
Yeah. Well, right.
I'm actually trying to think of like any sort of questions I have. For
No,
him
that's
at the
fine. This
moment.
long period of silence is great too.
It's just everyone just sitting there all awkwardly, like it's wonderful weather we are having.
Right.
Read any good
Luca's
books
doing
lately?
At that, Luca kind of like glances over at like the diary again. It's like, I kind of read whatever's around. There's like a little bookshelf thing that everyone trades books at the end of the street. So whatever's there.
Explain why this one in particular makes you so nervous. Aside from it being cursed, of course.
Is it the vibes?
Is it the vibes? I was just rolling his eyes somewhere.
Just like slowly, Risys is gonna go, are the vibes off?
Are the vibes bad cringe?
Long moment of silence as he's, contemplating an answer, and he just kind of goes with, yeah, it's like, yeah, the vibes, they're, off.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna go do inventory, and he just like turns to leave.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go work.
Like, listen, in my defense, like I have like nothing to like.
No, again, that is fair.
It's like you're kind of being a little bit like dodgy right now, and I'm not sure if we should ask about that dodginess, or like you don't want us to ask about that dodginess, or should we ask about that dodginess? Like there's so many questions
Like too, yeah. I mean,
and no way to get answers.
I'm playing into it. Into the awkward.
Like listen, I'm trying very hard. I know before we had issues with like not asking questions and like things like that, but it's like, listen, I can't think of anything to say to this guy.
That's okay. You're okay. Okay. So yeah, it's like feeling the awkward, because the constraints of just not being able to ask in the way that you would like to, and then how obviously strange that Luca is acting. Even if when you directly asked him, like, "Hey, why are you nervous?" Like his dodgy response of, "I'm not nervous. You're nervous." Yeah, you guys just kind of decide to, hang out, like just wait for Zoe to arrive. Several minutes go by. Say about like 10-ish, give or take. And the front door opens. Zoe just comes strolling in. It's like, all right, I'm here.
Hey,
Hola,
so
Zoe.
More excited.
Insert the
jazz hands.
That Julie just goes like, Zoe.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm great. Well, could be a little better. I heard what happened to Zen. Monty's been chewing my ear off for the last hour or so, but
What?
you made it.
Huh?
How was it? It's like Zen can be an absolute nightmare to deal with.
Actually, it was a. Oh wait, hold on. What's that thing like that guy says? Actually, it wasn't that big a deal at all. Barely an inconvenience.
Really?
It was a interesting fight. Never fought a Myconid before.
Nor 12 of its little mine thingies.
They're also Myconids. They were just minions.
It was weird.
Very strange lot.
Yeah, it's like definitely. Honestly, if it weren't for fire, or light, radiant stuff in general, like yeah, even I would have issues with Zen, but yeah, kind of shows off a little bit of fire. So,
like,
you found things, books.
we found a diary. A curse.
Oh.
Would you say you've been talking to Mati for the last couple of hours? Do you mean like recent hours? Like right now? Or like...
Recent, yes.
What did she say?
Is she here?
It's not
Is
here.
Monty in the room with us?
It's like, honey, I came in through the front door.
I don't know which is do which things.
Alright, well, no, she's not here. She's not allowed here unless we have meetings. I keep my space and she keeps her space. Say that's what we all do.
Okay, good.
For what she said, like I said, she's mostly just been complaining about you.
Oh, how sweet. I don't understand why. We're doing her thing.
We're doing
she
exactly
doesn't
what she
want
wanted
you.
us to. It's not our fault we're failing successfully.
I want you to do the thing, though.
Anyway, we're saying we found this diary, it's cursed. Do you have anything that we can use to read it safer?
So holds out her hand.
Tulio fights the urge to smooch it.
Oh my god.
But he hands her the book.
Not gonna lie, for funsies, I would have had you make a con save for that. Like the innate urge to just kiss the hand that has been dealt out to you.
It wasn't, the back of the hand, it was palm up.
I don't think that mattered.
Me, on the other hand, I'd be like, high five. But
Just like slap the hand.
she's like, yeah. But
Could you imagine you go for the high five, she hits you with the too slow?
Damn.
He hands her the book.
Yeah, so she takes the diary, she's looking, like, opens up. It's like flips to the first couple pages. You can see her facial expression changes. She went from, just kind of like mildly amused by everything going on to more serious look.
What is it?
Like, there's a few, moments of silence that passes by. She looks up at you guys. Where'd you find this?
It was in Zintek study.
Of course it was. Well,
Fucking burn book from Mean Girls. It's like, do not trust her.
she is a fugly.
She's a fugly liar. So made out with the hot dog.
But Zog closes the book, puts it down. It's like, all right, well, Zintek was more of our what's a good word? Record keeper. It was extremely impartial to anything we were doing. So if someone wanted to leave something for, history's sake, like they would leave it with Zin. Like this, definitely don't show anyone, especially not Monty.
Why would we do such a crazy thing like that?
I don't know. Most people wouldn't challenge a witch directly, but here we are. This diary is going to tell you pretty much why you're cursed, and might reveal a lot. But I'll leave that up to you. She does a little bit of magic-y stuff. And you can kind of feel the vibes. Yeah, it's like just magic. You can feel the like whatever curse was on it just kind of lifting. And she gives the book back to you guys.
Yes, we'll read it later. This has been a lot to take in. It feels like we're getting closer to the truth.
Yeah. I was just kind of looking, just generally like at the book, just kind of like, well, shit.
She's like, I didn't see nothing. I didn't touch nothing. So if anyone asks, I didn't see it.
I can help you with.
Team out of character. Anything we like should ask her or need?
I'm looking for a book.
Looking for a book.
You know what? I do have
It
a
is
question once Taka's done.
a tome. I need a tome of leadership and influence. Have you seen this, heard of it?
I'm sure it can't be that hard to find. You might even have it in storage.
However many of those you can get, I would appreciate it.
Out of character tomes of what?
A tome of leadership and influence.
Ooh. Why do you need tomes of leadership and influence?
Because we're moving very fast, brother. We had months to do this, and we've already collected 3 items in what? 2 weeks? 3?
Oh, 3. She is pissed. I imagine Zelle's just kind of like looking, like, just general grooming, like cleaning her nails and shit. Like, oh yeah, she's pissed.
She's pierced.
Yes, fighting her as we are, I do not feel confident. So,
Reason,
I simply
mean,
wish to get as strong as I can.
That is fair.
Taka, all you have to do is come with me and Ray every so often to the gym
Oh,
and we'll help
stupid.
you.
My magic is as strong as I can get already. Those tomes say I can get stronger. It is simply what I need. Even going further into my sorceries, I can't improve what I already know. In fact, if there are any tomes for any of my siblings, please let us know. We would
He's
need
kind
a
of like
tome.
taking a. Chilo's kind of just taken aback. This is like the nicest Taka's ever been.
I'd rather not have my entire family wiped out because my siblings decided, oh, let's fight Monty.
Nope, there he is.
Well, he called us his siblings.
Shut up.
Oh, he does care.
Never mind. They don't need the book. Just find the dexterity, just find the athletic one or the acrobatic one for Raimundo. He's nice and quiet.
Aw, don't do that, Taka. That was so nice of you earlier.
Please only get it for me and Raimundo now.
I feel like you don't understand the amount of willpower I'm using to not just hug my little brother.
I am older than you.
Yes, but you are still my little brother.
We're all smaller than you.
But you
Oh,
are my
sirens.
littlest brother.
the siren was going, "What? That's so cute."
It's like, look, they're bonding.
Never mind. Nobody else needs it. Just find me as many tomes as you can get.
taking this all in, with interest and stuff. Just like, all right, I'll find. Sure, I can find some things.
Yes, be sure to put it on the family tab.
Does not really respond to that. Just just kind of nods politely.
Hmm.
So, anything else?
On that note, speaking of getting stronger, Mundo, I understand you cannot get better weapons, but can you wear armor?
Yes, armor is allowed because it's technically not a weapon.
Well, he tries to
So-
fling himself at somebody, which we have learned makes him 20 times heavier than what he should be.
Yes.
Hmm.
It was a very interesting day in the practice yard.
Oh,
I can imagine you throw yourself from high up. It's just like, yep, I'm a weapon now.
Right.
I feel like that would be the only way you could use yourself as a weapon, right? Is if you launch yourself from a high point onto somebody, because you're like, I am a weapon, and then the curse is like, ah shit, wait a minute.
Ah, shit, yeah, it's
Yeah,
using a
that
different weapon.
That would be some bullshit, actually.
And then you go from being 100 whatever pounds to almost a ton, and you just crush this thing. And it's like, aha, we figured it out. Loophole. You're basically what's her name from One Piece.
While that would be absolutely hilarious. That would also mean he couldn't fight and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
The minute he
That
tries to
would've
throw a
been-
punch. Or use his magic.
It would just be on the thing that he killed. It's like, I
Yeah.
killed it.
I'll just say I'll literally not be able to do anything.
You'd just be like a turtle on his back.
Forced to be a pacifist. While the idea is funny.
But anyway, Julia just kind of perhaps some new weapons and armor would be best.
It's not really my department, but I'm sure I can find something that's not cursed.
There'll be a blacksmith nearby. Yeah, because because what's his name isn't blacksmith Arsenio.
Neo's not a blacksmith, no.
Nah, he just
Mm-mm.
He just makes potions and things that definitely can be used for arson.
hell yeah.
I was not very subtle in naming him.
I mean, it's still a cool name.
It's a fantastic name. I love the name, but I was not subtle at all.
Arsenio.
More like his parents weren't subtle at all. They're like, no, we already know this kid. We can already tell they're a fucking anarchist. Let's go.
Azzo looks over at Luca. It's like, well, alright, Luca, you know where all the things are. You take them. It just kind of, more or less quietly nods. He looks a little less nervous now that whatever curse has been on the book has been lifted.
Well, that's good.
Julie just tucks it back and follows Luca.
Bit. And for the most part, that's kind of all I got for you guys.
Okay.
Alright.
So I think this is a fantastic place to end it. Next time we start our session, you guys will be going to get supplies and whatnot. Have a little more chat with Luca away from Zoe. And yeah. Maybe find out who the next whatchamacallit is. Find out secrets about your family.
Next time on Cuckoo's Game Ball Z.
Wow. Alright, questions, comments, concerns?
I do have a potential question for the DM to maybe look into
Mhm.
next time if it's of any importance.
Uh-huh.
The dude that talked to the lady with the rosary. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
assume it's some kind of, like, holy person.
Listening.
I'm kind of curious if I could track down the type of holy person it is based on the attire. Because obviously whatever information they had was concerning, but also, like, important, yeah. And I feel like holy people keep records from, like, really long periods.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely fair assumption.
could maybe look into that later.
Oh man, so I'm just gonna picture her like drawing him. So he looked like this, and it's like
It's a fucking stick figure!
God damn it.
No, it's a stick figure in a bathrobe.
it's a stick
Oh my
figure
god,
with
no,
a
hold
robe.
on. It's gonna be a stick figure. Hold on, I have Critter open.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a stick figure like that.
Like that.
Question mark?
Beautiful. Yep, precisely. Exactly that.
Everyone's gonna look at it like, that's just an arrow with a circle in it.
Nope, that's fucking beautiful.
I love stick figure art. But yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
considering that the stick figure that what Luca drew of Efnari, like, Risys was like, nope, that's exactly right. It's got the horns and everything.
It was literally this shit.
Like, she would think this is a masterpiece. She's like, how could you not help me figure out what this is?
It's like, can't you tell?
Like, there's so much detail here. Use your context clues.
He did.
The big smile on your face right now.
What did he do for... She had goat legs.
She had goat legs, and I think he gave Efnari
Yeah.
jewelry.
He gave her nails.
That's what it is.
I'm surprised he
yeah.
didn't give her the like dick figure boobs.
Dick figures.
I know what you mean.
He was trying to be respectful. The nails were obviously more important in the description.
I mean, they stand out more sometimes.
It's like she got long nails.
Yeah.
He gave
Or she
her
got like
funky
really
legs.
weird nails, you know? Like... All right, so it seems like next episode's our shopping episode, right?
More
And I
or
know you
less.
notoriously hate shopping episodes, so you
It
want
will
us to
be-
just get a list.
Yes, I would appreciate that. Get a list of the shit that you want, because we're
Sick.
gonna speed through it. I already
Sick.
wrote down your tome of
Ooh.
leadership and influence.
What is our limit? Like, what will you and will you not allow? That way, I'm just gonna make a list for everybody and be like, here, this is what we want.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna go with upgraded weapons for everybody except Raimundo.
Rondo could use I don't know, maybe better armor.
I mean,
I
I
already
can
have ideas.
upgrade the weapons. I just can't use any other weapons besides those two weapons.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like find someone who can just like sharpen them,
Mm-hmm.
No,
So
we want to find someone
they can leave
who
your
can-
body?
No, we want to find
Mhm.
somebody who can remove enchantments so that we can remove it from like a better weapon and give it to his.
That's fair. If we could get somebody that can transfer the curse to something else, that'd be great.
That'd be fucking
Nah,
hilarious.
That
if
would
we
be
could-
hilarious, but no.
Mhm.
But he
that would
needs-
be campaign breaking, so we can't do that.
That would be.
For the fun of the campaign, we won't do that.
I feel like Mundo would cry. He'd be like, "A new weapon! It feels so different. It's so
I was gonna
nice."
say,
right?"
yeah.
He would unironically probably sleep with it, cuddling it just to be like, it's mine, it's all mine, it's brand new.
But no, what TOP means is like move enchantment from different thing and put it on cursed weapon.
Yeah, so that Raimundo could still use his weapons and be more effective.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to just, hey, can we just use Greater Restoration and have just remove all of our curses?
That would suck, but I also feel like, you
Yeah,
know,
that would be kind of.
witches would find a way around that.
I feel
Yeah.
like the only way they couldn't find it around that would be like Wish. Just because Wish is like a all-encompassing, like you could probably do anything and everything as long as the DM says so.
But it's for the fun of the campaign. Like, we don't want to. The whole point is that
Completely
we're
break
cursed, right?
it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
We
obviously.
can't just ruin Kuma's fun.
I would be slightly upset. More than slightly.
It would be very
I was gonna
upsetting.
say,
for just-
yeah. Don't lie.
Pretty
You'd
upsetty.
be really upset.
Like, I won't play no more.
Shit, it's like, this game sucks.
Be like, you wrote the game. I don't care.
I can get a list for everybody individually
Oh, that'd
if
be
you
nice.
want.
Sounds great.
Sure.
I put my trust in you and your knowledge.
Yeah, and I'll look into it and I'll approve and whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll just get like a rant. I'll just get like a, hey, this is pretty fucking insane. Like, I'll probably just make a Google Doc and then just me and you can talk about it.
hell yeah. Yeah, I am definitely down for rule of cool as long as it's not like insanely ridiculous where I'm like, damn it, now I gotta like rewrite shit. So,
Well, no,
are we...
like I wanted to make it so that like we're probably gonna get like a time skip, right? Because we
Yeah,
have
for
months.
sure.
We all kind of
Yeah.
want to get stronger.
Yeah.
This
We
is just
take
gonna
like a
give us,
month to
like,
do some training and then we go for
huge
the
power
broom.
boost, so that you could just throw anything at us.
I could. That would be fun.
Yes, we don't want you to get scared again like last time. About like, oh no, I almost killed him.
That was just
I
an
was
unlucky
slightly
amount
worried.
of rolls.
Motherfucker, it was me.
It was slightly concerning, but you guys came back and pulled through, so. So would we be good to meet on the 12th?
Yep.
Yeah, so far, yeah. I don't believe I
Mhm.
have any plans.
I don't think I have any obligations on the 12th. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Bun and Kid, I was thinking we could have our little hangout sometime in June. Do you guys have any plans in June I should know about?
Hold on, these are some IRL things. So let me go ahead and
Oh, shit, you're right.
stream.
Oh,
Is it-
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
we
the one
have-
that's
we
like,
have
all right,
to
well,
watch
bring
it.
that one back.